everyone, it's Pam at the Paper Outpost, and have you ever thought about wallpaper? Hey, wallpaper in your journals, how fun is that? Wallpaper has been around a while, yes it has, but there's some fun things that we can use it for in our journals. So maybe you have some old wallpaper hanging around on a roll or from a wallpaper book, and if not, you could buy collections like this. I bought some at eBay. They were about this size. Okay, I would say maybe 1.5 feet or 2 feet. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe like 1.5 feet by 8 inches, I would say. Maybe 6 inches, 7 inches. But that gives you plenty to work with when it comes to journals because, it doesn't take that much paper to make things. But the nice thing about wallpaper, if you've never, thought about it or explored it for journals, is that it is a paper, but it has a different texture and a different feel than our regular papers. And sorry for the strange shadows and everything. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, much better, right? All right, cool. Okay, so I thought I'd show you, first of all, what the cool thing is about wallpaper and our journals. The neat thing about wallpaper and our journals is it has what I call a leathery paper feel. It has a completely different texture than regular paper. It's I don't know, it kind of flows almost like a leather or a material, and it has a softness to it. I guess it depends on the wallpaper, but this particular entirety of this stack has a softness to it, and yeah, all of it. I'm just feeling it. It feels really good in the hands. That's the best way to describe it. So here's a couple things that I made with wallpaper that can be add-ons for your journals, which can be a lot of fun. Let me just show you some examples here. Just move all these guys, and maybe we'll make some fun things together depending on our time. But I just wanted to give you some ideas if you've never thought about wallpaper and your journals. It's a nice thing. I think I got originally introduced to wallpaper and journals through Amity Bloom, and I thought it was such a cool idea. I went out and got all these different kinds of wallpapers, and then they kind of sat there, and I didn't do much with them. But I am resurrecting like the phoenix from the ashes, my wallpapers, and I'm really, really glad I did. So what I'm doing with yes, the Twitter Fest is in full force this morning or this afternoon. Hello, Holly. Hello, lovies of Leonardo and Happy. Okay, so first of all, I made some soft, leathery, flexible journal cards. Now these I just put, this is old children's book. It's very aged. It's a beautiful caramel color, and it's very fragile on its own. But it did really well when I backed it with the wallpaper, and then I just sewed around because that just made it easy for me to put it together. But you can also glue these together on the edges. Just make sure to get very close to the edges so the edges are attached well. And that is one way that you can do it. Another way you can do it is this kind of fold, so you don't even have to deal with the edges. You can do the tube fold. I love to call it the tube fold. You do it like, you can't see. Can we back up? Okay, you do the tube fold, and then you put it like that, and then you glue here and glue this closed so you don't really have any edges on either long side. You only have the top and the bottom edges to make sure that you seal those very well. So that would give you a nice, maybe a bookmark or something like that. You could decorate this. It would be very pretty. So another way to deal with the edges. But I made a couple of these and I wanted to show them to you. And no, I cannot find Holly's off button to quieten him out. Sorry, I tried. Okay, so these are fun. You can use these as bookmarks. You can glue them here, here, and here if you didn't want to worry about the back, and use it as a pocket like that. Or you could even put it here, and you could just glue it here, like down here, and glue it here. And then you could tuck papers in here and use it as a tuck as an option. You could fold it in half and use it as a little flip book, okay, or a little notebook this way. Maybe you want to do some things that way, or you can fill it with papers and make a little notebook. And that's actually, you could actually have them on opposite sides of the page and have things tucked in this pocket and tucked in this pocket as a full double page spread. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, maybe I'll do that. All right, I'm gonna leave that as a possibility there. I'm not sure those are the pages, but might do something like that. And you can make little notebooks out of them. And this was some pretty purple wallpaper that I had. Let me show you a little closer. So this is what it looked like. And I just did a little sewing seam down the middle. But I just gathered a random collection of papers and put them together. There's a French paper and some botanical paper and some writing paper. I believe this is a vellum, just for fun, just different textures, things like that. Oops, let me back up so you can see, sorry. And that just gives your book a little bit of interest. Plus, you know, it can have a little surprise notebook or a surprise mini journal inside your journal that can be removed, and you know, they can use it at will. Maybe it's your dream journal or your shopping list journal or something like that. But it feels, what I would say, is very soft. It's so soft. It doesn't, you know, unless you really crease fold it, it's I don't know, it's just almost like a leather. It's hard to describe. I feel like it would stay clean. You could tuck it into a purse and it would do well. And it would be easy to wipe down. You know, if it got dirt on it, you would be able to just wipe it off, because it almost has a, you know, the plastically leathery kind of feel. Not so much plasticky, more leathery. I'm gonna go with leathery. Yeah. And so that is a kind of a cool option. These can be tucked in to journals. And it's kind of cute if they're a little taller and they pop out. There's nothing wrong with that. You are allowed to break the edge and express yourself beyond the edges. That is okay. You don't have to. Everything can be nice and neatly tucked inside the journal so nothing shows, and it's only book size, and that's perfectly fine too. This is yours to create any way you like. That's kind of fun. And then there's, this is kind of a version of a sideways petticoat notebook, but there was a pretty image on this piece of wallpaper, little Chinese lantern. And I just layered it with some different colored papers underneath, some coffee dyed papers. This is a purple cabbage or a red cabbage dyed paper. That one came out cool. I love that stuff. Although your paper smells like cabbage a bit after, so you really have to let it dry and air it out, and then the cabbage scent will dissipate. The one downside of the cabbage paper, and your whole house smells like cabbage for a while. All right, so then there's coffee dyed, and this one is, I don't know what that was. Maybe an avocado dyed? I'm not sure. And I just put a little tassel there on the top, just for fun. And it makes a very easy slip-in notebook as well. And you could also glue this onto a page. Wouldn't that be cute? And then it would be a permanent fixture in the notebook. Just an extra place for them to write ideas, notes, thoughts, quotes, poems, whatever have you, whatever floats their boat. And a lot of boat floating going on recently. So those are some ideas. And I had a few more ideas, and I thought I would just share them with you. Let's see, we got tons of time. Actually, let's do this one and just see how that comes out. Let me find the right page. So it's got to be the right page. That would look kind of cool. I like something with a little bit of pop and a little bit of intrigue. Pop and intrigue. Nothing wrong with that. Well, that's kind of pretty. I like that. I could do that. It's not the most major pop and intrigue, but it's something. It's something, you know? Sometimes you just want softness and cohesiveness. That looks pretty on there. Is that too much? Yeah, it doesn't look so good there. I like that there though. All right, let's use this one. We'll keep this one as a lone soldier. All right, because I like his backing. But this one I think I'm going to contribute to the pocket world, the long, tall side pocket. Okay, so he's going to go like this. So I'm going to glue on the back side that shape, the U shape. All right, here I'm going with the Fabrifix. Fabrifix is clear silicone glue, good for fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper. And all the links for most of my favorite tools and supplies are in my Amazon shop, which is linked below in the description box if you want to check it out. Trying to find stuff. A lot of this stuff can be found in Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's or Walmart and stuff like that too. So you should have options. Okay, so that's that one. This one, I'm going to put in a different journal because I already have one of these in here. Okay, so now this guy, I think he's pretty. I think I'm going to put him in here too. Let's see, what page does he? Oh, that he juxtaposes nicely with the pinkies here. I like that. Let's see, where else could he go? Just trying to find a home. That's kind of cool too, you know, across from all the writing. I like that. Like that. Almost at the back of this one. Oh, he looks pretty there. In the very back. We could put him in the very back. Yeah, we could put him in the very back. All right, we're just going to be a big old surprise in the very back of this one. And you can cut them to size. You can, like I said, it's okay that they hang out a little bit. above or below or sticking out. You're allowed to do that. Yep. You tell them you heard it here. You're allowed to do it. You're allowed to run amok. Is run amok, I think it's A-M-O-K. It's not A-M-C-U-C-K. No, that would be like running through the muck. Did enough of that as a kid. All right, there we go. How far did I stick out? Oh, he is on the last page. Okay. Let's try and get some semblance of evenness here. And you got a little time to work with the Fabrifix. Not much, but you got like a second or two. Okay, that's better. All right, I can always trim that to make it look right. Okay, there we go. So now he's landed and life is good. So let's see where we stick you. You're kind of cool. You look nice there. You're contrasting with the blue. Maybe I will go ahead and just stick you in with a big, this is a paper clip that I put into a plastic bag, a little Ziploc bag, and then squirted some alcohol inks and mushed around. I threw a whole bunch of these in there and just did them different colors, and I thought they came out kind of cool. They look pseudo rusted, but not really rusted, but they look like they were rusted. Okay, I think I might put you here because you pop nicely there, but I'm going to probably decorate this more, but I'm just going to put it in here as a starter idea. Okay, so there we have that. Did I have a third idea? Oh, those are the three ideas. The notebook, the petticoat notebook, and this guy. Okay, so then I had another idea. Apparently this is going to be the wallpaper journal. Oh, now, where did that one thing go? I was going to do something. It was really pretty too. Was it here? Where'd it go? Who moved my cheese? Who moved it? All right, I'm gonna show you some different wallpapers. But there was one in particular. Oh, that looks pretty, isn't it? So you could cut something off like this and use it as an upper tuck. See that? Let's do that. Let's just do it. All right, let me cut it. Okay, we're just feeling bold and sassy. Yep, here we go. See, this must have been a border wallpaper. That's why it has that edge. So it's almost beckoning to be a little tuck. Oh, I'm going to totally do that. All right, so sometimes half the work is done for you. All you have to do is get in there and glue. It's no biggie. You know, pretty easy. Let's see, I want to come down this side, so it's going to be that side. I have to think through my math here. Make sure I get the glue in the right place. All right, here we go. Can you see? Yeah, okay. All right, we're gluing. And we're gluing, and we're in. Okay. Yeah. All right, so now I can tuck some papers under here. I don't want to move it too much because it's still grabbing. Okay, so see how easy that is? Very easy with the wallpaper. And I had another idea I wanted to show you. Oh, here's some more of that. That's pretty, isn't it? Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. Not that, nope. Not that, nope. There was something that was gonna go right here. I gotta find a piece of wallpaper. Okay, as I go through, and I got another idea too I want to show you, so. All right, let me just go through. I'm just showing you the different wallpapers. Some are stripes, some are grapes. This must have been the matching, oh, that's hideous, isn't it? The matching grape border to go with the grape wallpaper. Like you're covered in grapes. You're like trapped somewhere. Help me out of the grape arbor. I am stuck. Oh, this is pretty. Look at that. That's so pretty. Okay, what do we want to do with that? Oh, I like that. All right, let me put you over there for a second. Yeah, some of these wallpapers, I mean, they're just gorgeous. And you get a nice variety. I don't honestly know who the seller was. It was probably last year sometime, but just look up maybe wallpaper samples, or you know what, also try Etsy, because Etsy might have it too, because maybe they know that journal makers are looking for smaller pieces of wallpaper. Maybe somebody buys the books and then tears them like this and then sells them in packets. That would be nice. Yeah, if anybody knows of those sellers, feel free to put it down below, because yeah, this was fun to create, and you know, maybe we'll all be looking for wallpaper. Oh, that's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Oh, so pretty. All right. Oh, I love that. Okay, no, wait, I had a piece. Hang on. Okay, if I can't find it, I'll do something else, because I have another idea too. All right, 5, 4, 3. Oh, look at this one. Look how pretty that is. Oh, Look, 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 look. Oh, that's really nice. I was somehow, some way, I gotta put that on there. All right, go wait. I'm still looking. Hang on. Here's what I'm finding. I'm showing you as I go. Oh, where is it? It was a really cool piece too. Oh, that's neat. All right, this is pretty, isn't it? I love the pear, and yes, more grapes. Yep, this is the grape-themed book, apparently. All right, I don't know where that gorgeous piece went, but it's gone. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably find it the minute I stop the video. Okay, that's okay, because we're going to do the other idea. And what are we doing in time? Okay, we're good. All right, here's a nice page. Yeah, we're not doing much on there. So let us get that cool little piece I was looking at earlier. Maybe it's either this piece, could be that piece, or it could be, where's a light green piece? Here it is. This piece. Okay, and I think I'm going to go with the white one because I think it's going to contrast nicely against the coffee dyed paper. All right, so basically these also make great pockets because they're the right thickness for a pocket. You don't have to back them for anything. They're strong enough. They're going to handle little fingers getting in there, and all you need to do is cut them to size. So let me cut some to size. Okay, I'm back, and I just cut 3 pieces to size. And did I cut straight? Let me see. That doesn't look very straight. Huh. Oh well. We'll just fix that up a little bit. Where's my scissors? They're gone. Okay, where could they go? They can't go far because I've only been here. And there they are. Yep, okay. I don't know what happened to that one. He wasn't very straight. Okay, let's try that. That looks better. All right, so did you come up straight? Not really. All right, let me just straighten these up. I don't know what happened here. Okay. That reckless abandon must have been running away on me. All right, stay together. None of you guys look like the same size. Oh, well, that's okay. Can't cut a straight line for the life of me. All right, but I thought this was really pretty paper. It has a little bit of an Asian theme to it and just loveliness. So I'm going to make 3 little pockets on this page, something very simple. Just a, little ladder style pocket. Organization here using the wallpaper, and I don't think I'm going to ink them because I like the contrast, so I'm just going to leave the contrast as is. Again, I'm using Fabrifix, but you could easily use Art Glitter Glue, which is a wet white glue, this one, or you could use your favorite wet white glue, Elmer's or Aleene's or whatever you've got, and just have some fun with it. I mean, if you're like looking for a new thing and you want to, try something different, keep your peepers open for wallpaper. And you may be able to negotiate or talk to your neighbors and say, hey, you got any old rolls of wallpaper hanging around that you don't use anymore? They're just sitting there. Because not that many people decorate with wallpaper as much as they used to. So they might have some in their basement or in their garage that they'd be happy to get rid of, unload on you, and gift you for your crafting, which might be your best resource. Family, don't forget to hit up family. Next, try friends, yeah, and then hit unknown, neighbors and stuff like that. That would be my mode of attack when I'm going for different. Oops. Crafting things. Nobody is safe. If you're thinking about doing it, just do it. Just go ahead and ask, because you'd be surprised how much stuff people have that they're very happy to get rid of. So if you think, it's burdensome, I don't want to ask Sally Sue down the street. She'll think I'm weird or something. Honestly, Sally Sue's got so much stuff stuck in her garage, in her basement, that she would probably be relieved to give it to somebody thinking that they would do something good with it. So I would say, just, put your big girl pants on there. And, stay 6 feet away, but you just ask Sally Sue when you see her in the driveway. And then when you hit Sally Sue up, it's a numbers game. What can I tell you? Don't just lay all your, your chips on Sally Sue. You got to go around and spread the word through the neighborhood. Hey, I'm looking for X. If you got any extra and you're just looking to get rid of it, can you let me know or give me a call, or even put a little note in your neighbor's, you know, like stick it in the flag of their mailbox or something like that. Don't open the mailbox because that's like a federal offense or something. But I think you can, well, okay, maybe go tuck it in their front door. How about that? Well, I want to keep you safe. And, you know, the other thing is if you have one of those organizations in your neighborhood like Nextdoor where everybody can talk to each other on the internet and stuff like that, you could put out a request. And that's probably one of the cleanest, easiest ways to do it. Just say, hey, I'm in your neighborhood, I live here, and I'm just looking for X if anybody happens to have some. And you'll probably be surprised how many people actually have a bunch of stuff they'd be very happy to donate to your cause. So don't want you spending a lot on your craft supplies. Want you to be able to find them locally. First of all, at home. Do most of your shopping at home. You've got so many craft supplies at home. You're probably not even thinking about old clothes, bedding, linens, shower curtains, regular curtains. You know, it's just that, you know, go rummage around in your garage for a bit. You'll find stuff. It's all out there. You just got to put new eyes on and go out there with the crafter mind. And I don't really need to tell you guys this. 99% of you already know this. Those of you who are just kind of getting into it, you may want to think about it because it makes it kind of fun. Because half the fun of crafting is the hunt. I get that. I totally get that. I'm going to look for a little bit more kick to my brown. My little brown guy dried out. All right, we're reloading. Okay, and this, so everybody knows, walnut stain. There you go. Okay, and this is a little Tim Holtz ink dauber, in case you wondered. And we're just making little baby journal cards. I don't know where I got this from, somewhere. But I'm just gonna tuck these in here because I think they look cute. And it just gives purpose, and you can write on the back of these. You could write, you know, favorite dates. You know, maybe the date you got married or fell in love or got engaged, or, you know, who knows? It could be anything. Or you could put a tiny picture on the back, or a little secret note to yourself, or, you know, totally up to you. Yeah. Hey, honey. I don't know if you can hear Holly, but he's talking. He's talking away. All right. So these are just some fun things that you can do with wallpaper. And I really want to find that one piece because it was going to be cool. Okay, I'm going to do another search here. I'll pause it and I'll dig around and I'll find it and I'll come back and then we'll do it because I don't want to let that idea go. But I can go ahead and get these all done, so at least you can see what this little page looks like. And often when I do these pages, I'll show you an example of how I do the basic structure, and then I will I'll look back and say, it needs something more, and I will go back and add more and more and more because that's what I tend to do. I tend to keep going, I do. I find it fun. To add the little doodads and the bits and bops and stuff like that. And so, you know, we come back a little later and look at it a little later. You want to add a little more. But that's a little starter triple pocket page with the wallpaper. Very fun, huh? Yeah? Okay, just giving you a little tour. All right, always have to make sure not to move around too much when I'm showing you so you don't get seasick. All right, hang on, I'm going to pause and I'm going to go rummage. I'll be right back. I found it right where I left it. Yep. Lo and behold. Okay, it was in the other book. Yes. Okay. So I think I was showing you these the other day, but I found this piece and I thought it was so pretty, and I thought it would be really cool as maybe like a little side tuck or something here. And your side tucks don't have to go from top to bottom, and your top tucks don't have to go all the way from left to right. You can do partials, and I thought this pretty leaf design might lend itself to a partial. So let me just go cut this so I have that piece. And then, okay. So I just cut that off, and then I'm just going to glue it here, but I'm going to follow the leaf design. Let me follow it. Can you see? Let me put you in closer. I know it's better closer. Sometimes, like, I know a lot of you are watching on the phone, and it's much easier when things are up close and you can see. So I'm working on being very mindful of that. If that helps, let me know, because I want it to be easy for you to see. Okay, that's really. Oh no, I got to do the bottom. All right, let me just round that off a little bit. Round that off a little bit. Okay, now that's a pretty thing, but you know, hey. Okay, there, it's still peeking through, which is kind of pretty. Let me back up a little bit so you can see better. It's still peeking through the background. And I'm just going to put that there because I just think that's really pretty. So yeah, maybe it's time to fall in love with wallpaper. And it's you know, maybe not something you're going to use all the time, and maybe it's a little bit hard to access. You know, you might not come across it all the time, but when you do find it, grab it. And I think you might be able to use something along the lines of contact paper as well. You know, the shelf paper that we used to put on the bottoms of shelves. That might work as well, but there's a particular feel that wallpaper has, and I really want you to get some in your hand and feel it. It may be a few years. I know, the 80s and 70s, it was a while ago. But, and you know, they want a lot of money if you want to buy a big wallpaper book. But the ones that break it down and sell it in these strips, not bad. I was not passed out by the price. I honestly can't remember the price. It was a while ago, but I thought, no, that's much more economical for me. And also I get more variety, all different kinds. And that way I can just play with it. You know, as time goes by and, you know, sitting here in the craft room making stuff, I can just try different things. I mean, there's a lot of pretty little images and stuff on here that can be used in different ways. So I encourage you to keep your mind open for new experiences. And oh, I love this paper right here. Look how pretty that is. Oh my God, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. I'm probably sure there's copyright issues with wallpaper images, so you might want to be careful if you are concerned about that. So, you know, check in your area. I'm not a copyright expert, don't claim to be, but I know it does depend on where you live, and also you may be able to find designs that are not copyright protected, or the original artist or company who has the rights to them does not mind if you cut them up and use them in your artwork. So do a little bit of investigation and exploration and see what you come up with, and stay safe and be well and do everything legally. And but just remember, in the long run, it's only paper, and have lots of fun. And if you found value here, please like, subscribe, and share, and click the notification bell. Welcome to all my new subbies, and hello to everybody who's been here through the thick and thin of it all. And my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. What else? Vintage digital kits and in the occasional journal can be found in my Etsy shop. And so if you like those sorts of things, please check them out. And lately I've been doing flash sales on my journals. I just pop them in there at random, no announcement, and just whoever walks by at that moment might get lucky. You just never know. So take a peek in there every once in a while. You might find something you like. And what else? Oh, you can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Etsy, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Come join the Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun over there. We're doing weekly and monthly challenges. It's very low key and low pressure. You don't have to do the challenges. You can just sit and lurk and look at the stuff everybody else posts. You can ask questions. It's all junk journal related, and all focused on creating. So just to get you guys excited and motivated and intrigued, and even Holly's excited. He wants to start making journals, I'm sure of it. So remember that fun can be simple, everybody, and create with reckless abandon. And I will be talking to you next time. Bye-bye.